All right, so I'm here sitting with Michael and Francine. And first of all, I wanted to congratulate you on the purchase of a home as well as the sale of your own home as well. You did 2 transactions, and we did it together. And it really was a lot of teamwork. In this video testimonial, I'm going to change things around a little bit. In many of my other ones, I ask quite straightforward questions, and my clients just basically answer them. But on this one, I felt that we should treat a different subject, and the subject being about whether to sell and buy privately or whether to use a real estate broker's services. And because you both went through quite complex transactions with me, I think you would be in the best position to really speak to the audience and to share your experience and what your thoughts are in terms of working with a real estate broker. So if we could start on ahead, I'll get right down to the questions. So my first question is this: before we worked together, what was your overall perception of real estate brokers in general? What was your overall expectation or perceptions on real estate brokers?
You want to take this, or you?
You go ahead.
I think I have a good view, or I mean, I have a positive view of brokers for a number of reasons. Our first house, I used a broker. That we bought it. The second one we used when we moved from there, we used a broker. Obviously in this transaction, which is my second buy and sell, I used a broker yourself. And to buy the other house as well. I'm very comfortable with using a broker for a number of reasons. And this specific reason, it was very helpful because of the tight timelines. And I think if you want to get it done, you want to use a broker. You yourself brought up so many things that we never thought about, you know.
Okay.
And I think those things that we never thought about would have become stumbling blocks in timing in the end. And I could use, for example, we were discussing earlier, like closing dates. Well, where we wouldn't have thought of making closing dates 2 days earlier and so on. I mean, this is specific to our thing. It would have made it very, very complicated, even more complex than it already was at the very end.
Okay, I'm going to interject here.
Yeah.
The audience needs to understand that in this scenario, we were dealing with 3 different parties. We were dealing with possession dates. That means the date that physically the buyers and the sellers would move in and out of their respective homes. And in your case, you had to sell this lovely home that we're in right now, and you were limited up to a certain degree by the realistic circumstance of the other homeowner who you bought the home from. Not this house, but the other house. You were moving out of this house and you're moving to another house because the other homeowner had a very predefined, very specific single date.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were from the beginning on MLS. They had published and they said for this specific date. Yeah.